Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a whip and chat. I'm going to be working on one of my PaintGem diamond paintings here. This one is the Ocean Edition. This thing has like 37 colors. And oh wait, I already started trying to figure. So, I've been writing down like what crystal rhinestones to use to replace things. So if I've already figured it out, I will have already written it down here. But I've only done two. I've done these two here. As you can see, I don't know. The paint gems don't come with ABs. I think they should consider putting them in there. So I added some ABs to here, and then the water stuff is all crystal rhinestones. I thought that looked appropriate. And then I did this jellyfish here. I did one of the tentacles. Is that what it's called? Tentacles, like the crystal rhinestones also. And then some of the water stuff, crystal rhinestones. And then I think I added an AB there. There's an AB in there. So I did these two. I don't have that much time today, so I think I'm only going to work on one. Normally I'll be like, I'm going to work on two of them at a time. I think I'm only going to work on one. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. So work on this. And I have to think of my game plan. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use ABs for the outline. For the outlines. So I'm going to do that now. So I forgot to set my timer here. So I'm gonna do I is 740. Here's my orange here. Do I have a ooh, I do have 740. That's awesome. Don't have to think. So I do have a lot of AB drills. At some point, I have ordered several kilograms of them. It does make blinging up a little bit easier when you know you have it. When you have the drills available. So what was I? So so this week, what did I do? So this week, at my work, I'm trying to put together like a purchase of some equipment, and well, it's an instrument, and it's actually a lot of effort because it's not a cheap instrument. Like, in perspective, the thing I'm trying to buy costs more money than my house. How much I paid for my house. So yeah, it's a big equipment purchase. So I'm trying to put together that, yeah. But it's yeah, it's kind of, you're like, oh my gosh, spend so much money. It's not even my money. But it's still like, I'm still like, oh my gosh, this thing is so expensive. But yeah. So I've been putting together that this week. We're adding an extra one because our projects are increasing that needs that particular instrument. So yeah, determining which one to get, and then requesting the purchase from the budgeting people, and because it's a good chunk of money. So I was doing a whole bunch of that this week, which tray for trash. This one, there's no AB coating on it. So yeah, making some big purchases. And there's a lot of stuff. I'm not even done yet. I still have to, yeah, when you are making that big of a purchase. Okay, so this is the outline here. I don't have 816. You're like, Joan, there's a color you don't have. I have 815. I need slightly lighter. 498. Ooh, this, either 498 or 321. Which one do I want to do? I kind of want to do the 498. So that other one was 740. So I did use an AB for 740 and 816. I'm using 498 in case I'm. And I think I want to put a green AB. I'm still trying to figure out which of the colors I want to. I think I kind of want to do the L. Or I don't even know if you guys can see the symbols. It's not the clearest. Like there's a J here and there's. So the symbol clarity is not the best. And then next week, well, it'll be this week for you guys. I have a 3-day training I have to do from Tuesday to Thursday. It's pretty much one of those, I'm going to get like nothing done next week because it's going to take up a good chunk of my week. I'm also getting my AC installed on one of the days, so I hope it's like an online training. That's the one thing we do now is all those online trainings, so I don't have to go like drive to headquarters or something. Everything you can just do online, which is kind of nice. I mean, it's still one of those like training classes, so we have to do it through, I think it's usually these ones that we do through Zoom or something. You know, some of the internet platforms for these meetings are better than others. Zoom is okay. Teams is okay. We did one with this Adobe Connect. I did not like that one. I don't know why. It was just weird. Oh, I think I didn't like Adobe Connect because it didn't have that option to put a background on your picture. So when you turn on your camera, they see the garbage that's behind you. You know, so it was one of those ones I was like, I ended up moving into my living room just so that it was a much nicer backdrop, because where my office desk is, it's actually like right behind me. So the other side of the room is all like my diamond painting stuff. So, well, this side of the room is all my diamond painting stuff. So when in my office, the other side is my work stuff. So yeah, it's obviously doesn't look that nice of a background when all you see is just like my diamond painting stuff all piled up. You see like a shelf. It's not it's not a decorative shelf, you know? So yeah, I have that, and I did ask the AC person whether it would be loud and would I still be able to work while they're installing, and they said I should be. Okay, I was like, okay, we'll go for that. One good thing is since Okay, I noticed that this April has been cold. Um, and and I saw on the news just like yesterday, I think, that the newscaster was saying that this past April is unusually cold. So it's actually supposed to be warmer, but for whatever reason, right now in where I'm at in Washington State, it's been colder than usual. And because just like last week it was still like in the 30s. Today it's actually not that cold. I thought, is it time for me to turn off my um heater? Like, because right now I have it set to heat. I did lower it today because I was like, it's a little warm, so I set my heat to 65 now, so it wouldn't heat up unless it gets below 65 degrees. But this week we're supposed to actually, I saw we're supposed to get into the 70s. I was like, ooh, 70s. Okay, I'm gonna do the green. Green. Let's see. I wanted to do L. L is 907. I do have 907. Okay. So I'm just writing that down that I used 907. So I did see next week or this week. It's kind of weird when I'm trying to talk about like the future and it's like this video is going to be posted in the future. This week it's supposed to actually get to 70 something. I was like, ooh, that's hot. Because it's been like 50s. And then it's suddenly going to go from 40s and 30s to directly to 70s. I don't like that. Because you know what that means is it's like there was no transition. You know, there was no like, okay, it's 40s, and then it's going to become the 50s, and then it's going to become the 60s. Nope, it went from 40s to, on the same week. This week it's been pretty much the 40s, I think. And then on the same week, this week, it's going to be like 60, and then it's going to get 70. I was like, oh my gosh, there's no transition period. One good thing is I am getting my AC installed this week. So if there is no like, if we don't go back down again, I think it's supposed to just be in the 70s like one day, but the timing of my putting my AC is good, probably, because this might be it for the cold, and we're gonna go into warm with like, where's my like transition in the 60s? But we'll see. Because seriously, it's been cold. Like, cold. It's cold, cold, cold. So also this week, my friend who actually introduced me to diamond painting, she's coming to stay with me for a week, which might be why next week there might not be as many videos. I don't know, maybe. Or I might have a guest star in a video. But so she's coming over to stay for a week because she's been living in Victoria in Canada, and she's coming to the US to run some errands. So she's gonna stay with me, and it'll be interesting in where, you know, she and I are completely different people, like personality wise. We will see. And I've lived alone for a good while, that I don't know. I'm hoping after the end of her stay, we are still going to be friends, because it's one of those, you know how like you have people who you like hanging out with, but you know you would never want to be roommates with the person. She's one of them, but you know, since she's only staying, you know, for the week, she's not going to be bringing all her stuff. She has a lot of stuff, and I mean, I have a lot of stuff too, so but yeah, we're two very different people, and she's going to be staying for a week, so hopefully we don't drive each other crazy. Um, because yeah, like I said, there's the people who you know you're probably never going to be able to live with, and because you guys are just going to drive each other bonkers. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully by the end we still like each other. Because this is, yeah, she stayed over my house like one day, but this is gonna be 1 week. So it'll be interesting. It'll be nice not being by myself in my house, not talking to myself like I am right now. I'm talking to you guys, but I am in reality talking to myself. And unlike my mom, she would actually probably be game to guest star in one of these videos. So perhaps in a video I might have a co-star. She's been trying to get me to be in front of the camera. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, so she introduced me to diamond painting, but she has not she did not get as invested into the craft as I did. I really got into the craft. Like, it's horrible. It's like I really enjoyed this craft so much that I have not enjoyed any craft as much as this one. So, and 3 years later, here I am still diamond painting. It's actually like the first diamond painting I did was May 1, 2020. I remember it because, you know, it was during the lockdown. You couldn't leave. I had ordered the diamond painting, and this was the time frame when Amazon was what do you call that? Amazon was taking more than 2 weeks to deliver things because during the lockdown. So I had ordered the diamond painting like in April, like mid-April, and I got my diamond painting, my first diamond painting on May 1, started it on May 1, and finished it actually on May 2. So, and it was a small one. It was like a 25 by 25 of a hummingbird. So yeah, it's actually, I've been diamond painting 3 years almost. My goodness. And I'm still diamond painting, and I'm still really into it. Yeah. Okay. The symbols are not the clearest. Oh, you know what I realized? I'm not wearing my reading glasses. FYI, I don't really wear glasses, but I wear reading glasses, and it really truly does help. I mean, I have like the smallest prescription, which is what, 1. I'm using the 1. Oh man, I got some of the gunk that's on my pen. But I use reading glasses while diamond painting, and it really does help. It because like I said, I have relatively good eyesight that I can do all of my stuff without glasses. but you know, the print of the symbols is smaller than, like, if you're just reading something in a book. I think this print is smaller than if you're just reading something in a book. And it's all stuck together, and then a book kind of usually has some sort of like spacing, and I really think that spacing does help you read the words easier. But yeah, I wasn't wearing my reading glasses. And it's just enough to just make the letter just seems just so much bigger, even it's not. This one is still kind of dark though. I don't know if you can see, like, the symbols are pretty dark. Like, you could barely see it on camera. So maybe because I zoomed in, I don't know. So yeah, lots of things happening this week. For me. But what was I saying? I don't know. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I did my first diamond painting in May of 2020. So yeah, 3 years. I've been diamond painting 3 years. I started this channel in October 2020, so it's been more than 2 years. Wow, more than 2 years I've been doing this channel. It just feels like yesterday. No, I still feel new doing this channel. Do I? No, I don't know. And yesterday, let's see, I had just finished my 400th diamond painting. This one, my 400th diamond painting. So be on the lookout for this finish in the future. I did actually, or just right before this video, record my finish of that. So finished 400 diamond paintings. I do a lot of the small ones though, so it's not like I'm doing I have done 400 massive diamond paintings, but probably at least half of that is regular diamond painting, I guess. Maybe. I should count now. Who cares? But yeah, I was like, hey, I finished my 400th diamond painting yesterday. Woot woot. Okay. Sometimes when the drill isn't sticking, it's because it's concave. Like, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can't tell. It's hard to see it. Where the drill is not flat, so it doesn't stick because there's nothing to it's not flat, so there's nothing to stick the glue on, except the edges of the drill. So I have, since I finished that one, I was like, I need to kit something up. I don't know if I'm gonna have time. I need to have time to kit it up. I am gonna kit up. My plan is to kit up a diamond painting that has a hummingbird, because it is my very first diamond painting was a hummingbird, and I thought I'm going to do in the month of May a hummingbird diamond painting. It's gonna be bigger than my little 25 by 25. I think it's a 40 by 50. I do have like a 60 by 80 with hummingbirds, but I don't know if I want to commit to do a 60 by 80. Okay, so that's it's so dark. Okay. There's some dryer sheet in there. One good thing is, now that it's getting warmer, usually that means the humidity is actually increasing again. Yay! And well, I don't know if that's a yay, but at least it's a yay for the static. I do think the reason there is a lot of static is because of the lower humidity. So now that it is getting warmer, hopefully, at least where I am, at least, that means hopefully I won't be encountering all the static I was encountering before. So maybe this is the time I should be kitting up. I should just be like I should just kit up during the summer and then not kit up during the winter, because that's when all the static issues pop up. I could use that as my excuse, because I'm kind of trying not to kit up too much, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job getting some of my older kitted up diamond paintings. Like I had the one that I just finished, the one I showed you. I had that kitted up for over a year, and I finally finished it. Yay! So my not trying not to kit up too many things is really helping me to finish some of my old stuff. Well, my old kitted up stuff. But then I just keep kitting up like Heaven and Earth design stuff, and then I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. I'll just the Heaven and Earth designs cross stitch patterns. I always consider those like long term, don't expect it finished anytime soon kind of thing. So if I don't finish it, I don't finish it. Well, I do want to finish it, but if I don't finish it right away, it's understandable because it's longer term project. So the beds are here. It's so dark. I'm trying to see. At least the symbol that's next to it looks pretty different. It's like a Q. You know what's sad is this is a Q, but then that's an O. One good thing is it's so obvious that the Q is a Q just because it's a dark color background. Okay, do I still see any more? Did I miss? Oh no, there's some in the center here. I'm trying to get used to using the angled tip to do my squares, because I normally use the straight tip for my squares, and I think I'm getting better at it. Okay. Cute. So, I don't know what else to talk about. This is why I don't usually try to do 2 WIP and chats I don't try to do the WIP and chats every week, because then I run out of things to talk about. But I was like, I'm still gonna have 4 videos this week, even though I probably could put in 5, but I'm just not. But I'm trying to save the other video for next week, just because. Otherwise, next week I might only have 3 videos, because I already have the 3 videos recorded for 2 videos recorded already for next week. And then, yeah, I might only have 3 next week if I don't. Yeah. If I put in the video and put 5 this week. So yeah, I will have 4 next week if I don't But if I only have 4 this week. Yeah, I've been only really doing 4 videos a week. I feel like I'm slacking, even though I feel like 4 videos a week is actually a lot. But I've been doing 5 videos a week. But I decided not to go crazy with my PR packages anymore. So, because I was going a little crazy trying to keep up with the amount. Okay, I missed some R's. So yeah, since I'm trying not to, I'm like, why am I putting so much pressure on myself to do 5 videos a week? So since I stopped doing that, I feel like I can keep up. Keep up. I could feel like I could keep up with the current, with my current video schedule. All right, so I don't know what else to talk. Like I said, this is why I try not to do 2 WIP and chats in sequentially in a week. I mean, yeah, 2 WIP and chats. I'm trying to, because I'm like, I don't know what else to talk about. But so I'll go to answering questions, which I actually don't have that many because I only have a week's worth of questions. So Elizabeth asked, okay, so this was in my kitting down video. Hi, watched your kitting down while working on Butterfly Orchid Fantasy. I actually have done that. I think that's the one from Dreamer Designs. That's one of those like small 30 by 30s that is on the introductory thing. I actually thought that was a really good deal. It was one of those buy free, just pay for shipping ones. I have the storage container you use. Where did you get the Ziploc bags? And the link, I got them from Amazon. The link should be in the description. When finally putting drills into the final section, how do you separate in the final boxes square drills and round drills? Yes, I do. I do have separate boxes for my square and my round drills. Since I put in a bag for every shade, having my squares and rounds in the same box would have made it too much for me. So I do have a separate box for squares and rounds. But that's old mainly since I have a lot of drills. So yeah. If I kept my squares and rounds together, I would be going through like 10 boxes every time I kit down, as opposed to my current 3 boxes for rounds, and or like I would be going through 7 boxes. I have 3 round, yeah. I have a lot of diamond drills. So yeah, how do I separate? Yeah, the one, I have my squares and my rounds separate. I have my square resins separate too. But yeah, that's a little overkill. But since I have a lot of drills, I thought it was a good idea to do. And I also have the little cards between each baggie just to help separate them out a little bit more too. So yeah, thanks Elizabeth. Jerry asked, I understand that it's a day late on this video. Well, I have been pretty bad at responding to comments right away. I'm usually always a week behind. Like this week I was planning to uh like catch up and like be able to answer every week. I mean every comment. It was just my work. I was trying to buy the thing, my instrument, and also I still had to do my normal ordinary work. So I was working like until like 5, and I usually work 6 to 2:30. So me being at work till 5, people were like, "Joan, why are you still here?" I'm like, "I don't know why I'm still here. I have to finish this." Um, so yeah, no, this week I just got home and I was just like, so I was not, I didn't anticipate doing that purchase thing was going, or at least the preliminary part, still haven't bought it, was gonna take that long. It was just so long. Okay, um, so yeah. So nope, you're not late. I'm always late. But okay, so Jerry asked, I wondered if you've ever done a review on the various waxes and putties out there. If so, what is your favorite? Okay, I'm probably the worst person to ask about the putties and waxes because I have not gotten any of like the specialty waxes that people sell. But what I currently use and what I have been using for a while is here in my multiplacer. This is double-sided tape. And I mean like double-sided tape. So I would get like about like an inch of this and then roll it up and stick it into like roll it up like a I don't know, like roll it up like an egg roll or a cigar, I don't know. Roll it up and then stick it into here. And in this here, I use glue dots into here. So that's what I use. I have like, and I have tried the not specialty putties. Like I've tried the blue tack, the museum putty, and I like museum putty a little bit more than the blue tack. But before the glue dot and the double-sided tape, anytime I tried out something else, including the museum putty and the blue tack, I always just went back to pink wax. So it was actually a viewer who had suggested, I don't know if she suggested it or I don't know if it was a suggestion or just like a statement that I use double-sided tape in the multiplacer, and ever since I changed over to the double-sided tape, I have not gone back to anything else. It's easy. It's the easiest one to put in than any of the other things I've tried. Other than pink wax, it's really easy to put pink wax into your pen. The putty, you have to like put it in there and it's squishy. I don't know. But pretty much that's all I use. I have not tried any of the special stuff, so I can't tell you what is better from the other stuff. But that's why I haven't made a video, because that's all I use is that, because all I use is that's 8. The glue dots and the that's way too many drills. And double-sided tape. Oh, I've also tried like nano tape, but it was I didn't like it either. And at some point, I don't know who suggested using it. Someone had suggested using braces wax. That did not work. I don't know who decided to use braces wax, but it was like I tried out all the stuff that was like inexpensive. Because I was like, this is something I was just spend like $3 on or something, or $1 on, or and then the double-sided tape I already had because I use it a lot for my portfolio books. So yeah, that's no favorite in the waxes and putties because I just use glue dot and double-sided tape. Okay, Craft Addict asked, where do you store all your kitted up until you're ready to do that DP? I'm definitely getting motivated to kit up some of mine to be ready to go. So my canvases are just hung up in my empty closet. So in this room, I have like a closet in this room, but there's no bedroom in here, so I just hang them up in there. And then my actual containers I just have on my shelf, which I actually showed my shelf of kitted up stuff in the last part of my putting away my 447 in my organizing my 447 DMC drills or whatever, part 11, I think, the last part. I did show my shelf at the very end where I have my stuff for, or at least my kitted up stuff. And then after because I could see the shelf right now, I'm like, it's not actually that bad. I don't have that many things kitted up. Yeah, I probably could like not kit up for the rest of this year and still not finish all the stuff I have kitted up because of all the Heaven and Earth Designs one. But nope, I know I'm gonna kit up. I have a kit up addiction. But yeah, it's just on a shelf and my canvases are in my closet, hung up, so that sometimes I just go into the closet and look and see, ooh, which one do I want to do next. So thank you, Craft Addict. Craft Addict also asked, Joan, I've been watching your videos and just had a question. You mentioned your mom doing some of your kits and traveling. I'm traveling with my daughters and camping on weekends. What do you use to safely travel with your light pad and your canvas? Seems that there should be something out there, but I'm missing it. Any help and suggestions would be appreciated. So I don't actually use a light pad, and I'm not sure how you would diamond paint when camping. It gets dark. But there are like the rechargeable light pads. Oh, and or if you have like those vacuum pads, those power banks, you could power your light pad with that. But I don't really have any other than suggesting that you just have a bunch of smaller diamond paintings with you, like something like this. This is a nice small one. The only thing, I mean, the light pads aren't as fragile as you think. So if you have like a laptop backpack, it should be fine. And if you just stick with smaller diamond paintings, it should also be fine to travel with. I think these PaintGems are perfect ones to travel with because they are this small. And you can usually even stick these into something you're traveling with, especially if you have like one of these. Like one of these here, usually you can just travel with this and just put your like PaintGem things up here, and then all your bottles are in here, and your tools are there. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know, just a backpack, like a laptop. Like if you get like a laptop backpack, it has like a, usually laptop backpacks have like a sleeve that has a little bit more insulation, not insulation, but fluff. I don't know if that's the right word either. That will protect the laptop. But yeah, I don't know. I don't tend to travel too much with my diamond paintings. I mainly do them at home without any need to. So it's actually April 22. And this took me 42 minutes. And I usually don't travel with a light pad either because I don't use a light pad. So here's this one finished here. I did add some extra bling around the starfishes and added some more extra bling at in the green part. But I think that turned out nice. So yeah, just a short video today. So that's all I have for today. So thank you very much for watching and happy diamond painting. Bye.